And what up, though? It's your boy, Jason Jamerson. And welcome to the Jason Jamerson podcast. With me, as always, sometimes we have my man, Devontae Jordan. What's going on, Devontae?
What's going on, Jason Jamerson? And on behalf of Kevin, he's having technical issues because, when doesn't he have technical issues with his internet? So, but
yeah,
that's what.
Kev apparently once again is behind on his Spectrum bill, and his internet is not allowing him to hop on here right now. But
Yeah, I'm
he
honestly,
will be joining us shortly. For how long? I don't know, but he will be joining us shortly.
We should start doing an over-under on how many times he cut out.
Hey, well, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
That's we did the tournament bracket. That's gonna be next running gag with this thing. We're gonna have his over-under for coming in.
Like when is Kev's internet gonna cut out?
I mean, that's what happens when you use Roadrunner internet.
Basically,
it's making dial up. People keep calling,
making noise.
People keep calling that boy. He get interrupted.
Right.
Damn it, Mom!
Right.
Podcast.
Yeah, but yeah, what's good, Devontae? You was gone last week. Where was you at? What's going on?
I wasn't here. That's what it was.
I know. That's exactly why I just asked. Where were you at? What's going on, man? You good?
Yeah. Right? I went out to eat. I went to watch the Michigan game.
The Michigan
Jason froze.
All right. Now you froze, bro. I don't know whose internet it was, but
hey, man, maybe is this a free thing we're using or?
Nah, I'm paying for this. So it better not be free.
Are you paying a lot for this? That's my question.
No, get your hands out my pockets. How about that?
that means you're not.
After the first, I will be paying. Right now, right now, there's just a card on file.
Right. For a free trial. No, I watched the Michigan game.
That's what's up.
I watched the Michigan game. Watch your boy Juwan Howard, Fab Five alum.
My cousin. Man. Nah. I have not watched a single game yet. I've been keeping up with it, but I haven't watched a single game yet. I haven't sat down and just said I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, them boys rolling. They rolling.
Yeah, you think they're gonna beat Gonzaga?
My heart wants to say yes. My mind's telling me.
I mean, they beat the brakes off of Florida State yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Florida State kept making mistakes, and Juwan and them, they kept the pedal to the metal. So those costly mistakes, they was never able to recover, and them boys is rolling good. So I'm hoping they go at least to the Final Four. I'm hoping. Yeah,
well, they'll make it. If they had picked me up when I was available, they definitely would have made it to the Final Four. But we'll see. We'll see how they fare without me.
And you would have called a timeout when they didn't have any.
I would have called something that they don't even call in basketball.
Flea flicker.
Right. Flying V. Like, wait a minute. It's a fictitious hockey play.
Dolphin. Like, that's swimming.
Right.
The dolphin kick.
What'd you do over the weekend though?
I watched the Snyder Cut.
Dope. We talked about that last week, so you behind.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, I ain't talking about that. I watched it. Snyder Cut. What else I do? Did some work over the weekend. It's the life of a guy crunches numbers. It's never ending. But yeah, that's what else I do. I think that was it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Nah, I feel like I did more, but I just can't recall right now. I have no recollection.
Yeah.
Oh, went to my brother's house on Saturday. Yeah, that's what I did.
I too went over my brother's house on Saturday. It was my niece's sweet 16 birthday party, and I am getting old. I will say that much. That's one thing I realized over the weekend. I'm getting old, and then I also realized that over this past however long we've been in this pandemic, I've gained weight, but it's like muscle weight, but it's still like, because I've been wearing nothing but joggers and t-shirts, I haven't even realized how big I've gotten until I had to actually put a button up on over this weekend. And yeah.
You thought I was calling you fat boy just to be funny?
That top button was ready to strangle me.
You thought I was calling you fat boy all this time just to be funny?
I mean, I'm not fat though, so yes, I'm not fat. I mean, hey, listen,
You cannot. No, you cannot. You cannot. That's what you cannot.
Don't get to. Ain't no shame in my game.
No.
No shame in my game.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. You be all on the internet half naked.
I'm secure.
You be thotting on the internet half naked.
What a tank top is half naked. You can buy them at a regular store. Sell them in kid sizes.
You still have naked though. Your ankles and stuff. Your tank tops be like my size. For a guy that's my size.
My tank tops is for people who work out.
And they be for guys that's my size that work out.
Just because you got to buy your stuff from the children's section, don't mean
I get discounts and get paid cheaper.
Man, over here wearing a whole Gymboree outfit. Getting mad at me
because your damn internet. You buying adult size tank tops.
Man, because I got grown man weight on me.
You blew your bag on tank tops. Too little tank tops. That's why you can't get good StreamYard. That's why Kevin's still waiting to get in.
That's why that picture behind you is a page from your coloring book. Shut up.
So
child.
It's called painting with a twist.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, a twist on sippy cup. Shut up.
I can get alcohol in there. No, they say only wine. You know, I had to mix it up.
Yeah,
this actually is from I'll tell details later about my artwork. Yeah, go on.
I'll give details about my artwork also.
It's not yours. I can solve it right now. It's not yours. All right.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So we let's see, my niece, I'm freaking old, bro. She turned 16. She has a boyfriend, and I was about ready. I had to follow my brother's lead because at first I was going straight scared.
Not your kid.
Yeah, you know, I mean, dude is tall. He looked like young. He looked like young Rock. Like he got a mustache. He's 15. And I'm
he's an undercover cop.
He looked like an undercover cop. I'm like, yeah, who is this narc walking in here?
Looking like you in high school right now.
Right. So I was like, you know, I followed my brother's lead. I was like, if he go in there with the intimidation factor, I'm right behind him. Like, you know, I'd be like, hey, we going on a ride, young man. We about to go to the store. And I was gonna scare the mess out of him, but the little boy was too respectful, and all of my threats was going over his head. So he was responding to them respectfully too, like very nonchalantly. I'm like, he don't even understand that his life's on the line right now. So I just stopped.
Hit him with your microphone.
Basically. Instead, I just watched my niece beat him up in Mortal Kombat. I was like, all right, he can't beat her in Mortal Kombat. That's good enough for me.
I mean, you can't beat her either. So
actually did very surprisingly.
Wow.
Hey, I suck at Mortal Kombat.
You are old.
I suck at Mortal Kombat. I will tell the world Mortal Kombat is not my game. Tekken is. The world knows that I take any challenges in Tekken.
Yeah, sure.
But Mortal Kombat, I am trash with a capital T. With a capital T. But yeah, so
small, huh?
Whatever. But yeah, so over the weekend, I seen some things in the news headlines and just some odd things that happened.
I had lamb chops this weekend.
Is that what?
I had lamb chops.
For the first time?
No.
So lamb chops is just an event for you?
Hell yeah, lamb chops are good.
So it's like a whole like lamb chops. When you get lamb chops, you just turn it into something. It's like it's not just a regular meal for you. No, peasant.
It's a big deal. But says the nigga. Says the guy that eat pork.
Not anymore. I don't eat the pig.
You gotta pay for the StreamYard.
I gotta pay for the StreamYard.
Mr. Jamerson. Oh no, not today, Winston.
Oh, which reminds me, we are now looking for sponsors for anybody who would like to sponsor the Jason Jamerson podcast. So the StreamYard don't gotta come out of my pocket.
And so we can pay for Kevin's internet. GoFundMe.
And so we can pay for. We gonna start a GoFundMe for Kevin's internet, y'all.
I'm about to pay for a hotspot for him, man, because he just
man. We got to do something for my man, y'all.
Or if he just don't want to do the show, he could just say, "Hey, I don't want to do the show."
Yeah, right, man. Because he definitely dressed like he was about to go somewhere. and then just say, "Oh, tech problems." But
LOL.
I mean, just pray for the connection in Ann Arbor, y'all. Just pray for Ann Arbor and their Wi-Fi connection.
Oh, I was also about to almost go to the strip club, but that ended up falling through. So
that's good. That's a terrible investment.
Strip club?
That's a horrible investment in your money and time.
First of all, that's not an investment. It's a leisure activity.
If you say so, this is a horrible way to spend your money.
No, that's because you don't enjoy strip clubs like I do. So,
yeah.
All right, well, fair.
Anyway,
there's that conversation. All right, well,
right. I just feel it's nah. Anyways,
you be like this. In there like this.
Be like Cosby. I'm paying for them to get off the stage. Go to school. Do something with yourself. Do something with yourself. Go back to nursing school. What did you in here for? Respect your bodies. But
Wayne County Community Colleges.
Right. I'm so icy DC. I went to the DJ booth and just started playing college commercials. I'm so icy DC. I'm so icy DC college. Like dance to this opportunity. Dance to this degree. But yeah. No, but one of the things I seen over the weekend in North Carolina, I did not know that North Carolina had the youngest age that they are allowed to arrest people. And that age is 6 years old. Technically, my daughter could get arrested in North Carolina if she did anything, which I saw in the news that a 6-year-old did get arrested last week for. They said he stole a tulip while he was sitting at the bus stop. He stole a tulip from somebody's yard. So he basically picked a flower, waiting for the bus. A 6-year-old was sitting there waiting for the bus and decided to pull a flower up out the ground. And I'm pretty sure there's no police officer sitting there just like monitoring those flowers. So somebody in that house snitched and called the police on this child waiting for the bus. And of course, this child was African American. And so I was just sitting there thinking, like, what is this? Where this world is at? Like,
this is the world. Well, this is the world's been in. If you think about, in our parents' lifetime, what happened to Till. So I meit's been like that. To change for the day of the week.
Yeah, I guess it hit home a little bit for me because of the fact that, like I said, it's my daughter's age.
You got a little one, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter was standing at the bus stop in North Carolina and pulled a flower up on a property that's not hers. Apparently, she would have gotten arrested. And they threw the case out because the child had the attention span of a goldfish.
The attention span of a 6-year-old, right? Yeah.
Yeah, basically. They said they had to give the child a coloring book to actually sit still in the hearing. And so they threw it out. It was like, and I'm just like, why would you even waste your time? And you're like, this is what we're paying their taxes for? Well, not we, but the people in North Carolina paying their taxes for it. And so it's like, I don't know. It's stupid to me. It's stupid to me because, like, who is doing something that bad at 6 years old to need to get arrested?
Obviously, the dope called and thought it was just I don't know, man. You know what time it was.
Well, I mean, even just on the whole matter of a 6-year-old can get arrested in North Carolina. Like, what 6-year-old is that bad to where they need to get arrested?
I don't know. If Kev was here, he can answer the question because he's the lawyer. So, but here we are.
Stretch your hands to Ann Arbor right now. Let's pray for his internet. Father God, we come to you and we thank you.
This legit right up his alley. He's been shooting fish in the barrel.
Right.
To educate both of us, but here we are cracking jokes.
Yep, exactly. Now we turning this into a satire article.
Right.
It definitely could have been
North Carolina.
Y'all could be learning something right now, but no. Kev's internet had to go out.
Yeah. He on the phone with Spectrum right now.
That's what happened when you try to use your phone provider's internet for your computer. It's a problem.
But I honestly don't know what would warrant that to try a 6-year-old. I mean,
like, I'm sure you've stolen candy from a store before.
What? Excuse you?
when you were younger, you stole some candy from a store. You didn't know you were stealing, but
No,
but
I
you
actually
stole some
couldn't go.
candy,
I
right?
can go to the store. Let me tell you how old I was when I go to the store by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting, but nah. I have not stolen candy, sir. I wasn't.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got him.
No,
I
you
think
don't.
we got him. I think he's
What
here.
up, man?
What's
It's been
going
rough.
on, man?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
For
Yeah, it's
now.
been rough, man.
now.
Yeah, man.
We had
Like
to
I
pull out
said,
all the stops.
listen, we was on here
You gonna
praying
call your
for
internet
your
provider?
internet.
Pull out all the
Man, it's my
stops.
audio. It was my audio and my video. Like I just switched computers out. My lighting is not good, so forgive me.
But you just got spare computers laying around?
I got a work
And
computer and a personal one.
spare
Wow.
helicopter pilot headsets too, because
It's the Xbox. This is the Xbox headset. You know what I'm saying?
man
You know,
being a
from a
Sky
Call of
7
Duty.
calling traffic. He calling in traffic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
You gotta leave about 15 minutes early for your morning commute if you're going down 696 West.
Okay.
No, you came in just in time, man. We was just about to transition, but I feel like you would have some insight on this particular topic.
He got a bird's eye view right now. Let's talk about it, Kev.
Let's talk about it, Kev. So no, we were talking about North Carolina and how the age, like the youngest you can get arrested in North Carolina is 6 years old. And you know how that 6-year-old did get arrested last week for stealing flour from somebody's yard while he was waiting for the bus. And of course, this 6-year-old was African American. I actually saw some statistics saying that there's been quite a few 6 years old or people under 10 who got arrested in North Carolina, and I think they said like 80% of them were African American. And so, but yeah, he was basically just waiting for the bus and pulled up a tulip from somebody's yard, and the person who lived there basically called the police on him and was like, "Yep, not today, young black kid."
So for trespassing, the child was arrested for trespassing?
For theft. For
theft. Okay.
Damaging the property or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So now to put this in context, and I know there's a lot of people who try to be like by the book and whatnot. Well, somebody needs to teach the child. I have a 6-year-old. This kid does whatever she wants. She does whatever she sees on TV. These children, until they turn, there's a certain age where they actually like know, like, all right, I know for a fact I can't do this. But especially like right now in the middle of a pandemic, they go outside. They think the world is theirs. They want to do everything. They ain't been nowhere but indoors for like the last however long, unless they've been going to school. So the fact that she actually was able to go, my daughter went outside, she went to the playground, she did everything once and was tired. Like she didn't know what to stay on. She did the tire swing once, got on the slide once, monkey bars once, and then she just ran to the next. She didn't know what to do because she's just happy to be outside. So that little boy probably went outside and seen the flower and was like, "Wow, these still exist," and just like picked this.
Exist.
You know, like I'm gonna give this to my mom or something like that. And I can only assume it was some old country belle, Southern belle down there, like, "Oh, that boy done stole my Willie gone tulip," and you know, went and called the police on him. And she just had some random scarf, like, "Oh, somebody call him, call the police," and then they arrested. I just want to know how stupid did the officer look putting the 6-year-old in handcuffs? These little play school handcuffs that they probably had to put him in.
Yeah, because you know the regular handcuffs not gonna fit no 6-year-old wrist.
Right. These little play school handcuffs that they put on them and put them in the backseat of a squad car.
Well, unless they use like zip ties.
But
even then, will that fit though?
I don't know. Like, how did they restrain this child? What if the child resisted?
He probably did by accident because you know he a child. He probably thought it was a game.
Stranger danger. You know. So, Kev, you tell me.
It's sad though.
You said,
I think it's sad, man. I think that, you know, whether the kid, I mean, I definitely think that we should hold all people responsible for intrusions on other people, but based on the facts that I've seen and that you all kind of share with me, you know, I just think there's a level of like, you know, letting a kid be a kid and kind of doing those certain things. I know I've been, you know, man, when I was a kid, we was doing all types of stuff in the neighborhood. But the people in the neighborhood knew us. They kind of respected us. We knew where the line was. And for picking a tulip, I don't value a tulip more than I value the record of a child and the trauma that can have with going, with the police and kind of having them type of encounters. And so it feels like the priorities of that place are misaligned for sure.
Yeah. And that's yet another reason why North Carolina is getting crossed off of my list of places to visit. But yeah.
The food is good though.
Yeah. So that's that. Is it that good though?
Michael Jordan was raised in North Carolina and inspired millions.
Yeah. And now he out here funding prisons, if you ask certain people.
I'm glad this is rated PG.
I mean, hey, you gotta know where, especially when you're a person with influence and power and money, you gotta know where all those dollars are trickling down to, where those returns are coming from, and those 401ks, those trusts. Where's that interest coming from, and those returns are coming from. So, I'm okay with holding people responsible to a reasonable level for sure.
Kevin, he doesn't have investments in prisons, man.
I don't know. I'm just saying, if that's the case, then we need to know what he's doing.
He went straight. It's like that's the default mode to go fair. I mean, people do bad investments, they got to be held accountable.
But yeah,
I mean, same with multinational and national companies. Like, I want to know your supply chain. I want to know the sustainability efforts going there. People, profit, and planet. We need to take care of all those things. For me, those are the key priorities I want to have when I'm deciding who I'm going to spend my hard-earned dollars with or what I'm investing with, because it has ripple effects and it impacts our communities and brown communities more so than any other communities. And so, just being conscious. So I'm not sure if Michael Jordan is what you say it was, but I'm okay with taking a look.
No, it's a different Michael Jordan. I was trolling Devontae. It's a totally different Michael Jordan.
And Cam bought all in.
It's a totally different Michael Jordan that's funding prison for whatever reason. People don't want to Google. Like, there's only one Michael Jordan in the world that that could be
very common first and last name.
Yeah. For the people watching, please feel free to join the conversation. Go ahead and comment. Put your thoughts on any of the topics that we covered today. Any of the topics, any of the things we talk about. Go ahead and join the conversation. We can bring your comment up on screen, and also just we appreciate your participation. Is all I'm saying. But yeah. So Kev, you sent me something earlier this week, or last week. Actually, no, you sent me something today and yesterday.
Man, you all over the place.
Yeah, it was today, yesterday. Like, listen, I'm homeschooling. I got my own business I'm running as far as training. Comedy's picking back up. My brain is scattered all over the place right now. Like, Kev sent me something at some point in time, and
he airdropped it.
Right? You so what exactly? You say airdropped it? You stupid. What was that you had sent me?
I definitely sent you more than a couple things, so I'm not exactly sure, but let's start with I sent you the Lil Nas X kind of story. So Devontae, if you're not familiar with that,
I am.
Lil Nas X, rapper. I'm not necessarily sure where he's from, but pretty well known, especially for that Gen X and kind of around that, also for millennials and up. I think a popular song of his was the Old Town Road, which if you have any youth in your family or in your timelines or anything, you definitely saw them getting it to that song as well. So he collaborated with a custom sneaker creating company, and they collaborated in doing some Nike Air Maxes. And in these Nike Air Maxes, it had a little bit more of a demonic theme and feel to it. I think they cited some or alluded to some Bible scriptures. Apparently, there was authentic drips of blood in the mix for the red. The shoe was black and red. Yeah. And then I think there was a coordinated media. So he had a music video that went with it as well. where, for lack of a better term, it feels like, twerking with the devil or kind of dancing
Yeah,
on
he
the
gave the
devil,
devil a lap
something like
dance.
that.
He definitely
Yeah,
gave the devil a lap dance.
yeah, something like that. And so, a lot of people were offended on different camps. Some sneakerheads were. A lot of people who were of faith, particularly Christians. But then also on the opposite, some people were like, he was doing his thing, and that's what he's about. I believe Lil Nas X is, while he's a black human and a man, he's also part of the LGBTQ plus community as well, and so he's embodying that in the video. A lot of his content, his lyrics, kind of living his life, and so I think all those things are clashing at the head. So I was sharing it with you to just get your perspective. I know you like kicks, I do as well, and just kind of want to start the conversation from there.
Yeah, so there's different layers of that. One, them shoes will never be worn by me. I don't know how that would appeal to how that's appealing to people. Like, I want shoes with some real blood in it, and they're called Satan shoes.
It's not
like,
real blood.
That's what he says. So if he's branding it as in real blood, he said there's like one drip of real 100% blood
of
like,
human blood in the soles. Yeah,
it's only 100, and he's only making 666 pairs of them. So it's like, I don't see the appeal in that sneaker whatsoever.
That's unsanitary for starters.
First of all,
the blood is real. That's unsanitary for starters.
Yeah, so like I don't see the appeal in the shoe whatsoever. Video was too disturbing for me to watch the whole thing. I was just like, yeah, it was just weird.
I didn't know there was weird.
Like, somebody posted on Facebook and they said, "What's your thoughts?" So I started watching it, and like 45 seconds in, I was like, "Yep, nope." No.
You can't get 45 seconds of that your time back. Good job.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's half a bag of popcorn I could have popped. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say eat. I'm like, this dude fat. I swear I was hoping you say eat. I was hoping you say eat. I was ready.
No, but so I was talking to somebody today, and like the way it's almost like he's doing too much. Like, some stuff is like, there's sometimes where it's like people are just going out and they're like, all right, I'm just gonna be me now. But it's like, it's very hard for me to believe that this is just him saying, "This is me, guys," and more so him saying, "I know I'm not gonna have a hit as big as the Old Town Road, but I still want to stay as relevant as I was when it came out. So I'm gonna go so far left that people got to keep paying attention to me." Like, when there was a few months ago, there was like rumors that he was getting a boob job or whatever.
Like, what?
And he took pictures. He did a whole photo shoot with some breasts, and but then come to find out they were fake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously they were fake, but he didn't like actually get it done. It was just like prosthetics that he put on or whatever. But it's like, he's just doing the most to keep the attention on him, and it's very hard for me to believe this is like. And once again, I say it's very hard for me to believe this may just be who he really is. In which case, I mean, I don't rock with it, but I'm sure there's people who still do. I personally do not. But it's like, he doing too much. He doing entirely too much. But there's one thing that I seen that really, and this is not a religious podcast, but I am a Christian. And one thing that I saw was on TikTok, he was on TikTok, and he made a video saying that he said, "Y'all get mad. Y'all tell me that I'm gay, so I'm going to hell. But then I go to hell, and y'all get mad at me." Because that's basically what he did in the video. In the video, he slid down a stripper pole all the way down the hill and gave the devil a lap dance.
Wait, what? That's really what happened? I thought y'all was joking.
Happened. He was on his way to heaven. And then he grabbed like a staff or something like that. The staff turned. He slid all the way down. He ended up in hell, gave the devil a lap dance. And so,
I thought that was a joke this whole time.
No, what stood out to me in his comment was how he said, "Y'all tell me I go to hell, or I'm going to go to hell all the time," which it bothers me because that implies that every interaction he has had with a Christian was, like I said, I'm a Christian, was him being condemned and being basically sentenced to hell by regular people, which probably is the reason why he's acting out like this also. Like, if that's the only interaction you're having with Christians, you're supposed to be Christ-like. Jesus was preaching, but Jesus hung out with sinners, thieves, and murderers, and all that. So for you to be over for Christians to be over here like just going super hard on, oh, you going to hell, like they say that to all the gay people. I mean, Bible
I was
say
gonna
love
say
your,
that.
you
I
know what
would
I'm saying,
imagine
like
a lot of gay people have experienced that with Christians for sure. At least
mhm.
in a certain representation for sure, strongly.
And my thing is this: the Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. The Bible doesn't say love your straight neighbor as yourself. The Bible doesn't say love your, it says love your neighbor. So we're supposed to love the sinner, but hate the sin. So you can still be cordial with these people without accepting their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying, or being with the things that they decide to do in their life, because it's their life. At the end of the day, you're not gonna. The Bible says when you get judged, you're gonna be judged by yourself. So you're not gonna be up there with them, and they're not gonna be up there with you. So at some point, you just gotta make sure you're good. You gotta focus on you, because you gotta make sure you're good before you can help anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not here to preach to nobody today, but it did bother me. It did bother me and I found that to be slightly interesting, to be the way he responded just implies, and I could be wrong, but it implies that every interaction he's had with a Christian has been just, oh, you going to hell, you gay, you going to hell. I was like, that's not how we supposed to be. But yeah, I'm still not. I'm definitely, just that video alone just was really. I'm quick to write people off on stuff like that, because I don't even want that in my spirit. And I'm probably gonna have to stop letting my daughter listen to Old Town Road. She gonna cry, because that's one of her favorite songs. But
And that was part of the narrative I saw. So I've been looking at his Twitter, and to your earlier point that you just said, a lot of people are saying things like that to him. So I'm seeing very, hateful or in negative speech towards him. It looks like before and after this is coming through as I'm scrolling through. But also, I think a few notable people were quoted as saying very similar to what you said about your daughter. Hey, Old Town Road bangs in my crib. And so now I'm going to have to rethink if I'm going to let that happen, because I know more things about you in those ways. But then also, the Lil Nas X just came out and said Old Town Road was talking about some lean. He was talking about lean in that song as well. So I think
most
as a
definitely.
parent, you also got to do your homework and understand what your kids are listening to and what they're prescribing to as an undertone as well.
I automatically assume every song is about something else. Straight up. I don't take nothing at face value no more. Everything is either about sex or drugs at this point in my mind whenever I hear something.
Or both.
Or both. Or both. And sometimes they're more blatant with it, sometimes they not. But yeah, I definitely thought it was. I'm like, Old Town Road, what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? And he said he had some lean up in his bladder or something like that. He say it in the song. So, but my daughter listens to the Kids Bop version, so they just say juice or something like that. I don't know. The Kids Bop version, they take all the bad stuff out and just replace it with something goofy. But yeah, no. I mean, definitely my advice to a lot of people is, yes, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna mess with him like that no more. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm basically going to I'm going to do what a Christian should do, which is pray for him. Because one thing that I learned a long time ago is when somebody already is not a believer of what you believe, it's hard for you to get them to believe it by hitting them with stuff that you believe. Like if somebody don't believe in the Bible and you keep quoting scriptures to them, they're like, I don't believe this book no way. Why are you telling me this? You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to do that, which is why I just use it as regular logic. I just don't say it's from the Bible. And then when it do get to people, snap, that makes sense. So, but yeah. And that's all I got to say about that.
I'll add one more point to it, man. Like, I don't listen to his content or anything like that. I definitely heard of him, seen him making moves around here. Definitely, wish success in the creative nature. But it's just not stuff that I'll be listening to and tuning into, because I haven't been. I don't necessarily see myself changing. Normally for me, it's like if someone comes out with something that makes me more attracted to it, I'll lean in. But part of the reason I probably wasn't meant for the audience anyway. So I'm just keep it moving as that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you really look at his career, like he started off with Old Town Road. He just seemed like a black dude in an arena that he shouldn't be in. Like he's black and gay in country music. Those are two things that country music is not about in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That's the exact opposite of the things that country music stands for. But after that song came out, and I guess like the rest of his songs just weren't hitting the same, he just started becoming more and more of a personality and less of a musician in the first place. And then he just turned into a character, and he just continuously started going further left and further left. And that's why I say I feel like it's probably more so him just trying to just stay relevant, because just keep getting talked about. As that fame monster is real and it's crazy. That fame monster will get you good, but
it could be both.
It could be both. Could be both.
Not mutually exclusive, so it could be both.
This is very true. It's very true. What was the other thing you had sent me, Kev?
Yeah, so the other thing I had sent you was, this is something I've always had questions for, and I'm like one of those folks where if there's something's not logical to me, I need to figure it out and I kind of ask around. And it's the short names or the nicknames for full names. So, for example, if your name is Richard, people call you Dick. I just want to know where the leap from Richard to Dick gets. Like, where's the D coming from? Like, just the history of those. And so, and
I feel like a baby like tried to say somebody's name and said it wrong, and everybody thought it was cute and just called him that.
Yeah,
like this, because apparently for whatever reason, John has a short name. Not Jonathan, but John has a short name.
It's Jack.
Yeah, the short name for John is Jack. The same amount of syllables, the same amount of letters. But for whatever reason, it's the short name for it. Mm-hmm. Like I don't get it though. So what was it saying? Because I definitely didn't read it.
Obviously, the short nickname for Kevin is Kev. So I mean,
it just talks about most of the names in our that are kind of prevalent around America.
Yeah, I knew
I'm so mad that you just kept going to let Devontae say that. Why would you let him get away with this?
He has kind of overtalk me, interrupt me, unlike some people.
Why would you let him get away with this? This is madness.
It's all good. It's all love. I'm used to it. But the thing is too, Kevin and Kev, it's logical, right? You know what I'm saying? If my name is Anthony, I can see Tony. That's like, I can see Tony getting in there. Benjamin, Benny, you know what I'm saying? But if your name is
Robert and goes to Bob.
Yeah, where's that coming from? That's a little bit of a stretch for me, for sure. What's the other ones?
Devontae the loser.
You snuck that in there, you bastard. Good one.
William and Bill. Help me out.
William and Bill. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with like the English, like the like European English and American English translation or something like that. Maybe there's
I don't think it's a translation. I just think it came from it's a cultural thing that came over.
Oh, wait, hold on. Pause. American English is European English, Jason.
Sure about that?
It's not Native American.
Have you been to Europe?
Yes. Have you been to Europe?
Have you been to Europe?
Yeah, I got a passport. You got a passport, or you just got Jordans?
I do have a passport.
Or do you just got Jordans?
I do have. I have both actually, and the LLC. See that?
The trifecta.
The trifecta.
American English.
So there's a slight difference between American English and kind of the old England kind of English that like old Oxford type, because like color COLOR here COLOUR. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that.
Yeah, little things like they'll call like
what you're saying, Jason.
Different things and stuff too.
All right, Charles and Chuck, come on now, help me. And Chaz, or some people do Chaz. Help me out with that.
Chaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you know what's funny is like how you know a name is made up because it don't got no short name or no real nickname. People just make it up for you. Like, I mean, technically all names are made up, but like names that aren't like out there. Like my name been around for a long time, but ain't no real short nickname for Jason. It's just
Jace.
Who says that? Nobody say that. Like, oh, hey, Jace. My uncle does, but other than that,
there you go. That's how it happens. See, somebody in your family give you a nickname and it sticks.
But
Wait,
it
what
has.
they calling you,
You know
Devontae?
who called me that?
You say what?
He called me Jay. Somebody else called me Jay.
Mr. Devontae?
No, they don't. They don't call you that at all.
They call you Tay,
no, I mean I have a family. I have a family nickname, but this is legit Devontae. There's no abbreviation for it.
They call that man Tay.
No, they don't.
Devontae,
no, they do not.
But hey, Tay.
No, they do not. This man really tickled us something. You proud of that one, huh? How long you been waiting on that one?
Tay.
How long you waiting on that joke?
This man called his name is Tay to his family.
No, actually, no, it's DJ.
Oh, Tay. Well,
this man can wait to get that joke off. Man,
so,
that in the chamber.
Nah, that's been out there. Apparently, your mama called you that one time.
DJ?
No, Tay.
She never has called me that. No, honestly, she never has called me that.
Yeah, okay.
You can ask her. She's probably watching right now.
Probably so. If you watching,
don't call her Mrs. Jordan.
No, I'm her big son. Remember?
She needs you to help her move the couch. That's why. Oh, by the way, she said if you ever think about cutting your hair, you should try to rock a mullet if you don't ever want to cut all your hair off.
That's not a bad idea.
Kid you not, that's what she said to me.
Just cut the sides. I'm gonna cut the sides off so I look like the road dog Jesse James.
Already.
I think that's the move. All right. I think it's time to talk about what we all want to hear, what we all came for. The first round. The helicopter.
How much your insurance premium on that, Kevin?
The first round. First round of the TV show theme song tournament has concluded. And we've had a few upsets. So as we stand, there is actually one matchup that we actually, as a unit here on the Jason Jamerson podcast, need to figure out the answer to.
Okay.
And this is gonna finish out the round. There is a matchup that is tied 12-12.
Okay.
And we got to come up with a tiebreaker. X-Files versus Friends. X-Files versus Friends. Who y'all got? This is the tiebreaker to see who goes on to the next round to go against the Big Bang Theory. Who y'all got?
Big Bang Theory beat? I'm just curious before we get into it.
Big Bang Theory, they dismantled somebody. Who did they beat? They beat Big Bang Theory beat Hawaii 5-0.
Okay, as they should. Okay.
Yeah.
They
I'll start, man. I'm going with Friends. I've definitely, back in the day when we had cable, Friends was on rerun. On channel 2, channel 4, one of those things.
like
those basic
or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And I definitely got some Friends hours in, and it wasn't that funny, but it had some silly moments that I enjoyed. And so definitely a memorable song, easy to remember, easy to learn, resonates with a lot of us. So I can definitely say that over the X-Files because I don't even know how many X-File hours. It's less. I
never watched the show, but the X-Files is like it was like MASH, then the X-Files. So if I slept through the MASH theme song and left my TV on, that X-Files theme song woke me up out my sleep because that junk is creepy.
It's a banger. That's why I pick X-Files.
That terrified me. I woke up and turned it off.
It's a very much stripped down track though, but it's still memorable. It don't got to be all extra And
so
what
are you going X-Files, Devontae?
I just said that. Are you not, did you not hear me?
Not at all. I don't listen to you.
I'm going X-Files because Jason can't hear me. I gotta get out the microphone. I'm going X-Files over Friends because, like I said, it's a stripped down track, but it's still memorable. You just whistled it. Can you whistle the theme song to Friends? Do it right now. Right now.
Nope. Can't do it. You can't do it. This is true. Them claps of the Friends theme song, though. Friends. But see, here's the thing. Thanks, hold on. Before we go on, Devontae's mama says she never remembers calling him Tay, but his daddy nicknamed him Head for his size when he was younger. Thank you, Ma. Oh man. All right, Head.
This man is tickled by that.
That is hilarious. Any negative story about Devontae is always
that's not a negative story. That's term of endearment. What are you talking about?
Your head?
Yeah.
He said your head was huge, bro.
And he called me Head.
That is not endearing.
Well, I mean, he had a nickname for my brother too. So
yeah, all right, Mega Mind.
I ain't talking about that forehead you got.
Right, Devontae Big X-Files. I think I'm going to go. See, here's where Kev did something. I'm gonna get into this after this. Kev did something that actually I think doomed one of the other matchups, which was he attached the show to the theme song. And there's some shows where it's like the theme song, you hear it and you automatically think episodes of the show and whatnot. But if you just take the song and just go straight to the song, it's like, yeah. Now, hold
on. You have to do. I think you have to do that, especially if the theme song for the show is visual. So when you play that song, you're seeing them act out and kind of going through the clips and stuff like that. That's part of the theme song as well, just like a music video. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm liking it.
You can listen to the song without watching the video, though.
Yeah, but some songs aren't the same without the video kind of put with it. All right, let's think of a Sierra.
Like what?
Sierra, My Goodies.
I didn't even see the video for the longest. It was just a song that I heard a lot.
I forgot you.
But you remember you saw that video?
We had cable, so you know we didn't see the video.
Nelly, what's the
You talking about Tip Drill?
No, Jason.
No,
he said Nelly. I'm sorry.
He said, yeah.
Download that video, huh?
Man gave us computer all the viruses.
The video.
Man gave us computer all the viruses to watch it on mute.
On mute. I don't know none of the words. Like that's the name of that song.
Right. It's called what drill?
so here's my thing.
That country grammar, like the country grammar video. You know what I'm saying? That's the song. I can't even.
So
okay, obviously he's not talking to you, Kev. You can talk.
Well,
to
how are you voting?
Right? This man might say he didn't even have a TV at this point.
I mean, listen, they had reruns of all them shows.
Oh yeah, it was 2, 4, and 7, huh?
No, between UPN and WB20, Michigan J Frog hit me with all them reruns. However, I am going to go with Friends for the fact that it is you can actually sing along to it. That one was that I'll be there for you.
What's the rest of the lyrics, Jason?
See, no one told you life was gonna be this way. Clap. Your life's a joke, you're broke. Your love life's DOA. Seems like you're always stuck in second gear. And if it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year, cause I'll be there for you. That's actually a real song. That's why I know it. But yes.
So wait. That doesn't disqualify because it's a real song?
No, it didn't disqualify all the other songs that we put on there that were real songs.
They're all real songs.
Oh my God. We talking about our songs by artists, Kevin.
So if by that logic, we got to disqualify Fresh Prince.
You got what?
We got to disqualify Fresh Prince by that logic because Fresh Prince has verses that they don't play on the rest of the theme song.
I never picked Fresh Prince, so
also the video.
I mean, either way, I'm just saying by that logic, by that logic, Devontae is going to have the world in a frenzy because I got to disqualify Fresh Prince.
Well, some people got to be wearing a bad hat, you know. Some people got to be the villain.
Somebody got to wear a black hat. No, I'm going Friends because it has.
Kevin said it.
Yeah, and because but nah, because it's as you can see, I actually know every word to the song.
Yeah,
but
and I'm also
the X-Files was a banger. The X-Files was a banger. It wasn't until I actually sat there and started singing the song that I solidified my choice. Because for a second I was going back out and go to the X-Files, but I'm like, wait a minute, this song was kind of sweet. This was one of them ones. But
I bet you drive a hybrid.
But that does bring me to the point. When I said Kev didn't say, like, the fact that you can't separate the song from the video or the show. And if that was the case, I personally feel like Fresh Prince barely beat all that. All that only lost by 2 votes. So I feel like because of some of the comments people were leaving after they pick Fresh Prince, I feel like if people could actually separate the show from the song, all that would have won. Because I picked Fresh Prince just off the strength it was Fresh Prince. But then I went on YouTube. I did my due diligence on all these. I went on YouTube and I listened to both of them back to back. I listened to Fresh Prince first. I'm like, yeah, I'm singing along. This is the story all about. All that came on. It was a whole different vibe that came over me. Like, my man just started talking, get ready, get set. It's all that. And then
that's what gave you a memory when you first got cable, because that's what came on cable.
I got cable when I moved out. My dad never
you started watching all that.
My dad didn't believe in cable. He didn't believe in it. He says the devil's work. But but no, like as soon as that beat dropped, I'm like, yo, I would play this song in the car for real. Like the beat was cold. TLC did their thing. Left Eye went on there and just started going. Like I think people just remember the this is all that. I don't think they remember Left Eye was spitting. She was going. That's as a song. I'm putting this on record. As a song, all that is better than Fresh Prince. As a show, probably not.
Why don't you sing the lyrics for us, Jason?
I just sang the song.
No, Left Eye part.
All that.
You don't know Left Eye part? All right, let's go.
Do I need to? It's better.
Yeah, obviously no, but the lyrics to Friends. So why would you not?
I mean, that's all. The Friends was a reruns that they showed like every 5 seconds. What was it? That and what was that one show? Will and Grace.
Cable TV. He only know non-cable TV shows.
That's right. That is correct.
They show the news 4 times a day.
It came on Sundays because that's when I was at my grandma's house.
They would show the news 4 times a day. Man, it came on every day 4 times a day.
But yeah, so
I'm surprised Good Morning America's theme song didn't come up for you.
Hey, listen.
Kevin with the burn.
Yes.
Wait, cook your ass.
First of all, they didn't have a theme song. They had an intro monologue. Get it right if you're gonna say it.
Man, fried you real quick.
All right, let me get you right real quick. You know what I'm saying?
You and Al Roker.
Me and Al Roker.
Jason dropped that mic and come up and see you.
Like, hey man, you can't be saying stuff like that. You know how my family was. You
still screen go like that, then it's gonna be cool.
Right. But yeah, so upset. So I personally feel like this is an upset. Not because I voted for The Office, but I just felt like everybody else would. Scrubs beat The Office. Scrubs beat The Office by I want to say 3 or 4 votes. Do y'all feel like that was an upset, or do you feel like that was just was that like more of a 4 and a 5 seed going against each other?
Go ahead, Kevin. You've been here less time than me, so you get more time.
Okay. That might happen every week, but all right.
Hey, time to shine, baby.
You know what? I don't know if I'm surprised. I'm more curious as to the demographics of the voters, because I think if more of the voters look like you and me, I think that it's a toss-up. It wouldn't really matter. I don't know if either one of those would have gone the long haul. But I would say if we think broadly, if we polled America, I think The Office probably would have won, just because people are connecting the show with the song. So
yeah, and you know,
I'm indifferent.
The demographics on Instagram, I'm pretty sure there's more people who look like me and you. But on my Facebook is pretty diverse, and the voters on Facebook were a lot more diverse than Instagram. So what I did was I did both. I decided not to count double votes, people who voted on Facebook and Instagram. I did not count the double voting. Yeah, Instagram was really what saved all that. All that was
okay, it's be watched. Okay,
it's getting watched on Facebook. Fresh Prince was watching all that, but on Instagram, all that was like Fresh Prince got like 2 votes on Instagram.
So you basically saying you rigged it. That's what you're telling us.
I didn't rig it at all. I just want to have all my social outlets able to vote. The other
I forgot the question. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Do you think that was an upset?
Office or Scrubs?
Oh, I would pick Office. I mean, personally, I didn't like the show Scrubs. I just never got into it. So I was gonna pick Office by default. So it's probably a biased opinion. So it's an upset for me because I'm not a fan of. Well, to answer your question, it's an upset to me because I'm not a fan of Scrubs. So it was an upset to me. So
okay. The other upset, which I find was this one, I think was legit an upset, was DuckTales over Living Single. DuckTales, and when I say an upset, DuckTales washed Living Single. Like Living Single didn't stand a chance.
I mean, you know,
like it won, I wouldn't say like 8 or 9 votes.
I'm so curious about the demographics on that one, particularly like the age. Seeing the age range of the voters as well.
I mean, they're all around our age because I don't let children follow me on social media. I will ban them immediately.
He block them real quick.
I ain't for the kids.
No, I actually mean, how long has DuckTales been a thing? I don't know how old that show is.
That was
since the 80s, right?
Came out like the 80s.
And Living Single is a 90s show.
DuckTales premiered in 1987 and ran for a total of 100 episodes over 4 seasons, with its final episode airing on November 28th, 1990. So it's basically a syndication. So,
and what about Living Single while you on the Google?
All right. Well, your internet not gonna work. So, how long has Living Single been around?
How long has Living Single been around? It came out in the 90s, but
August of 93 and it ran to January 98. So, I mean, if you say everybody around our age, you would think that Living Single will win.
You would think
so. Wait, no, I'll take that back. No, I'll take that back. You got to think about what was kids watching during that time, though. So,
I watched almost every episode of Living Single on WB20 when they were playing the reruns.
10 years later.
It didn't even come on cable. Why you watch reruns?
I mean, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Yes, the demographics is that, but I'm like, this is freaking the last episode of each of those shows probably ended at least 10 years ago. So it's like it does.
I say how long DuckTales was around.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like DuckTales is fresh in our brains or whatever.
I'm very surprised.
I know I watched every episode of Living Single. Everybody I know has watched every episode of Living Single. I legit thought Living Single was gonna beat DuckTales.
You know me, I haven't watched every episode of Living Single.
You said what?
You know me, and I have not watched every episode of Living Single.
Yeah, well, and you picked DuckTales, didn't you?
I picked it twice. I created a burner.
Like I personally did not count my vote because I didn't want people to think I was rigging it. I literally just went by everybody and I let everybody see the votes so that y'all can count them yourselves. The only thing you can't see is on Instagram because I made it a poll on my story. But I made so y'all know I did not rig it. That's just what it was. Like y'all can go back and look at the status on Facebook and count the votes, look at the votes, and then I can show you the percentages on I can screenshot the percentages or whatever on Instagram so y'all can see I did not rig this at all. This is all y'all. I'm just here as the middleman. I did not count my vote. I wanted DuckTales to win. I assumed Living Single was going to watch them though, just because of once again the demographics. You know, I didn't think people mess with DuckTales like that.
Yeah,
not more than Living Single at least.
Yeah, even Will agrees. No way. Living Single should have lost that one. I'm very surprised.
Hey,
Maybe I need to go back
great.
and do a
Listen,
DuckTales review.
Ohio
Just
State
to,
shouldn't have lost no Oral Roberts neither. But looky here.
big facts. Big facts.
Looky here. What's the other upset? There was a Doug beat Full House. I don't know. Do you guys think that was an upset?
Not at all. Not at all. Dub
You
got
don't
that
think-
strength.
Doug got that strength.
Hey.
All right, that's my time.
Doug got that strength.
The power.
What's another one? Law and Order beating Power. Speaking of Power, Law and Order beat Power.
Law and Order, like man, Law and Order theme song was smoking power. That's why.
Repetition is the father of learning. It stays in your mind when you hear it so many times, man. So many Law and Order episodes. Power, you might have to think about for half a second what the theme song is. Law and Order. Doom, doom.
I don't even watch Power, but I know that theme song. They say it's a big rich town. Once I hear Joe start singing, I'm like, oh yeah, that's it.
Man, I watched that one episode. Turns it off soon as he DVR just to that point.
I only heard the ringtone version. It only gets to that part and then it's over with. But there was one more here. Oh, so the first one I posted was probably the hardest one. And people was texting me, asking me why did I do this so early? And I'm like, I didn't do it on purpose. And I think this is one that a lot of people want to know who really won, which was Good Times versus the Jeffersons. Good Times versus the Jeffersons. And surprisingly, Good Times won very heftily.
Surprisingly? I'm not surprised. I wanted Jefferson.
Why are you surprised by that?
In such fashion? Like,
yeah,
out of all the reruns you didn't watch.
On Bounce.
Why are you surprised by that?
Bounce TV.
No, I mean, plus too. I mean, I think Chappelle Show was a good little booster for that Good Times theme song too. Good
Times on Instagram by itself won 16-3. Just on Instagram. And I didn't even look up my Facebook one. That I got to scroll down too far. Yeah, so that was a blowout. Boondocks blew out Game of Thrones.
As it should have.
Simpsons smacked Family Guy. What's the other one that Cheers beat the Brady Bunch pretty bad. Family Matters smacked the A-Team. X-Men beat the Mandalorian. But yeah. So this and Knight Rider Miami Vice beat Knight Rider. Miami Vice beat Knight Rider.
That's what I'm talking about.
Some matchups coming up in this next round that I think are going to be pretty interesting is Golden Girls versus Sanford and Son.
Ooh.
Golden Girls versus Sanford and Son is probably going to be the first one I post.
Golden Girls versus Quincy Jones.
Yeah, basically. What's another one on here? Good Times versus Darkwing Duck. That may be interesting.
You know what's gonna win. You know which one gonna win.
What, Darkwing Duck?
I wish.
We got Proud Family and Doug. You know, I'm gonna go down the line with all the matchups for this round. Y'all can say which ones seem interesting. We got Three's Company versus A Different World. Amen versus Miami Vice.
That's
Addams Family versus New Girl. Good Times versus Darkwing Duck. Family Matters versus the Boondocks. Proud Family versus Doug.
That's
Fresh Prince.
One.
Fresh Prince versus The Walking Dead. Golden Girls versus Sanford and Son, and that's the left side of the bracket. And then the right side of the bracket,
let's go through those. Let's go through those first.
All right,
is that cool?
Yeah, we can. Let's do it. Let's do it. Three's Company and A Different World. I'm going to Different World. Oh,
Three's Company.
You going Three's Company? What you got, Head?
Okay, you. I'm gonna say as much as I like Three's Company, I'm gonna say A Different World. I mean, you got Aretha Franklin singing.
Yeah, I know my parents.
I said Aretha Franklin singing, not Jason.
Don't put me in a position to say a joke that I can't take back.
That's my dark horse pick right there.
That's your dark horse. All right,
For this
Amen and
round.
Miami Vice.
Amen.
I'm going Amen.
I thought we was praying. What was it? Amen versus what?
Miami Vice.
I gotta go Miami Vice. The one lead characters got here like mine, so
Not really. You use texturizer. Adam's Family and New Girl.
says the guy with extensions. Adam's Family because I never watched a New Girl.
I listened to the song just so I could get a reference, but
Do you listen to TV show theme songs? You have like a mixed CD you put in your car of TV show theme songs?
YouTube.
Oh, premium. Gotcha.
Mixed CD. What are you in 2005 still? Man, got LimeWire. You said New Girl?
Yeah, me and Will on the same page over here. New Girl.
New Girl is a little too swingy for me. Like I was like,
In the swing, baby.
Yeah. Good Times and Darkwing Duck.
Good times.
This is gonna be my bracket.
Good times are one seed.
Because here's my thing. I feel like
Good times like
this rounds out the
Warriors with KD.
This rounds out the top portion of the bracket, right?
Good times Michael Jordan in this bracket. He's fucking everybody.
I feel like Good Times has the easiest path to the Final Four out of all these songs on here. So this is gonna be my bracket.
But it knocked out Jefferson's early though. It did the work early, and I was cruising.
Yeah, because the only real threat, unless people just become jerks and pick Darkwing Duck, the only real threat is A Different World.
All right, I'll pick Darkwing Duck.
I want to pick Darkwing Duck just as a sleeper pick. The way people were commenting after they said Darkwing Duck over Goof Troop and how they say Darkwing Duck is like one of the greatest. It's like, I don't know.
Go with your own mind and then pick whoever Kevin picked.
I'm gonna go Good Times just because it beat Jefferson very handily. I'm not even gonna be a dummy. I'm gonna be smart.
Good Times I heard goated on low key.
Good times. That it's gonna come down on this side. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come down to Golden Girls and Good Times.
Oh, I hope not. I'm gonna be so.
It's gonna come down to that on this side of the bracket.
I'll be mad. I sat through what 2 months of this just.
Family Matters and Boondocks.
Boondocks.
I'm going Boondocks.
Cam's frozen though.
He's not frozen. His computer was moving. He's thinking.
Oh, my bad. I mean, I would never even shot for real.
This is a tough one. I think I'm gonna go Family Matters.
I'm gonna go Boondocks just because they ride.
You pick Family Matters because the opening shot is him in a helicopter that he got Chicago.
He was proud of that shot.
It's the rare condition.
He actually did that little scatting at the beginning. Like, Proud Family and Doug.
Oh, well, Proud Family had Destiny's Child. I'm gonna go Proud Family.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the demographics of Jason's voters. It's very hard to pick objectively. I'm gonna roll with Doug. I'm gonna roll with Doug. I'm gonna go
Proud Family because Beyonce and Kelly Rowland.
So I'm pretty sure my Instagram is gonna go crazy on Proud Family because I got more people like us on Instagram. Facebook is once again is more diverse, so that is gonna be more of a battle on Facebook than Instagram. I'm personally gonna go Proud Family.
You don't sound confident in your choice.
I'm not at all.
Man. Think about it. Follow your own mind and pick what can pick. All right.
I'm gonna go Proud Family. Fresh Prince and The Walking Dead. That's Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince easy.
Or we not allowed to use real songs.
And then we got Golden Girls and Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. Street Beater by Quincy Jones.
I thank you for being a friend. That under almost every post I made on Facebook, everybody said, "When are you getting to Golden Girls?" I know for a fact Golden Girls.
Quincy Jones and the master production of the Street Beater theme song is going to get it. Wow. Red Fox getting defeated by Betty White.
Golden Girls.
I'm going to.
I'm going Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son voted out here.
I'm gonna have to go Golden Girls, man.
I know you was.
I'm gonna have to go Golden Girls. Because you know what's gonna get people to vote Golden Girls? Everybody gonna talk about that one. My man was doing his little sing over on it. Like, oh, thank you for being a friend. Travel the world and back again. Yeah, we started from the bottom. Now we here now. You ain't hear that version?
No.
Yeah, it's all over social media. All right, the other side, we got Gilligan's
Hey, wait, hold
Island.
on, time out. I think for the winner, whatever the winning song is, Jason, you gotta do a video singing it, making your own version of it.
My own version of the winning theme song.
Yep.
I second it.
Whatever winning theme song wins, yep, that's the move.
I second it.
Whatever theme song wins,
all
I got
in favor. Say aye. Jason, you can't say aye because you're nominated. So all in favor, say aye. Kevin's frozen, so I'm going to say he's going to say aye.
Kevin's excitement got his computer froze.
He's going to do turbulence in the sky. But all in favor, say aye. Kevin said aye. So
I'll make my own version of whatever theme song wins. All right. Next side of the bracket, we got Gilligan's Island and Pokemon.
What?
Gilligan's Island versus Pokemon.
Gilligan's Island.
I'm going Gilligan's Island. As hard as my man sings in the Pokemon song. Did you know that that's a dude singing that song? I always thought it was a woman this whole time.
And what, Gilligan's Island?
No, Pokemon.
You didn't know I was a dude?
That sounded like a woman.
What?
I want to be the very best. I just knew that was a deep voice woman.
Jamerson singing that song. That's all it is.
Nah, I thought that was a deep voice woman. I want to go Pokemon, but just the way people responded to people saying Gilligan's Island needs to be on there too. I'm gonna think they're gonna pick that. Scrubs versus DuckTales.
DuckTales. You need to get Scrubs out of here. DuckTales.
you Scrubs rule your bracket.
I'm gonna go Scrubs.
Scrubs rule your bracket.
Scrubs and Good Times rule my bracket.
Yeah, bro. I'm not even gonna play around with this. DuckTales about to watch Scrubs. I'm telling you that right now. DuckTales is going to destroy Scrubs. Cheers versus In the Heat of the Night.
Ooh. Kev got the police
helicopter, but I want it to be in the heat of the night. It's Cheers.
I want it to be in the heat of the night too. But Cheers, like nobody's gonna go again. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Quote Kev B. Jackson, Heat of the Night got the strength on that song.
He got the strength.
I got troubles wall to wall.
Wall to wall.
Y'all actually know the lyrics of these songs. I will make up words to fill it in. Let me let you know that right now.
I mean, that's a separate good one for the that's all. Separate
Wayans Brothers and Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Yeah, I think after the We're Brothers part, I think Wayans Brothers loses its strength.
No, I think before that part loses its strength. Electric Relaxation is a banger.
It's a banger. Everybody, for the majority of the people, they remember We're Brothers. We're happy.
No, like I said, it picks up strength after that.
In my opinion, it does. But I think for the general public who are listening to the song, that's probably what I don't think a lot of people even know that that's a Tribe song after that part. You know, so
answer Will's question, the original Wayans Brothers theme.
Yeah. They did switch it up, but we talking about the one that the Tribe Called Quest made. X-Men the animated series versus Black AF. I'm gonna go X-Men, and this is one of these where I'm gonna do exactly what Kev did, and I'm not gonna separate the show from the song. Because right after that song, the first thing I hear is this one's.
You hear what? All right.
I think that I've never really watched either one of these too well. I think they're gonna get chopped anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I pick.
All right, let me pull the bracket because obviously our host timed out.
I'll pick X-Men.
X-Men. I'm picking X-Men. Friends versus The Big Bang Theory. The battle of the Caucasian anthems.
Friends.
Yeah, I'm going Friends. I personally, Big Bang Theory, that song. Well, I never watched the show enough to be able to listen to the whole song because of the fact that the show was it was too dry for me.
Really?
Yeah, that Big Bang Theory was a little too dry for me. And then the song was basically I couldn't get with it. I
guess I'll go Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Transformers versus Malcolm in the Middle. I'm going Malcolm.
Transformers.
I'm going Malcolm.
I'm surprised the Batman theme song.
Maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. And then the last one on this side, I think Devontae is gonna like this one. The Simpsons versus the NBA on NBC. I'm going NBA.
NBA on NBC in a wash.
They gonna lose, but I'm personally picking the NBA on NBC.
NBA on NBC.
That's my personal selection, but
again, I can't separate the show from the song.
I'm pretty sure Simpsons is gonna win. However,
that's like separating Michael Jordan from the song. You can't do that
from the song. What song was he in? Jam?
No, NBA on NBC thing. The TV show was basketball, and Michael Jordan was on that TV show. So you can't separate them two.
Yeah, I'm going to be on NBC because just for the sole purpose of yeah.
And they had an arcade game too. So
yeah, they had that game. It was on PlayStation too.
It was. Yep.
Yeah, basically hang time on steroids.
NBA Jam on steroids.
Well, hang time was NBA Jam on steroids, and then
that's the original point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It went a step further. It got my better, stronger steroid.
You win. There you go.
Kev B.
Simpsons.
You going Simpsons? I figured you was gonna go against the grain on that one. Like I said, I think Simpsons gonna win. It's just
Simpsons gonna win. I'm picking the NBA on NBC.
I just want NBA on NBC to win. It's like
I'm just patting my lead, man. I'm patting my lead.
Patting your lead. So we should have wrote down who picked what to see who ends up.
I remember all y'all ridiculous picks. I got you.
What you mean?
Oh wow! I never insulted your picks, Kevin.
I figured I had some pretty decent picks. I don't think how many of mine lost in the first round. I don't know how many of mine lost in the first round. I think the majority of mine made it through because I was pretty. I didn't go pretty. I didn't go too risky. I think all that was probably the only one I lost. That was my only pick that I kind of went out there on. All the other ones I think I played it safe first round. I think I did. All right. Well, we have been on for longer than expected, but time's up. My battery's dying because my charger on my laptop, right? And it's past Devontae's bedtime. So, fellas, tell these good people where they can find you at.
You can hit me up on Instagram at Hercules Jackson or on Twitter at _KevB_.
Delvante.
Mr. Devontae. If you want to follow a page that doesn't post anything on Instagram, it's at Devontae_Sang. That's Sang with 5 A's. So SAAAANG.
Devontae, can you sing?
Yeah.
Hey man, I gotta see it to believe it. I gotta hear it to believe it. Next week.
Next week.
we got a lot on next week. A musical. Jason got to sing theme songs. And I got to back him up
next week.
Jason and the Midnight Falcons.
All right. And y'all know me. Y'all, if y'all watching this from Facebook, you already follow me on Facebook. If you're watching this from YouTube, you already follow me on YouTube. So if you want to watch me on the other one, it's the exact same name. The Jason Experience on Facebook, the Jason Experience on YouTube. But you can also find me on Instagram at the Jason Experience. Why would I change it? So until next week, y'all keep it safe. Be safe out there. Keep your mask on, even if they mandated, they took the mandate off. Do it anyways. Just keep it on because people nasty and dirty out here in these streets. So, Other than that, Peace out. I'll see y'all. Talk to y'all next week. Peace.